Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Of course, I'm Lorena Creole, and I really should have my Tony Stark glasses on when I talk to you. Waiting here for Sony's Ghost of YOTEI live stream that looks like it crashed and burned like nobody's business. But let me go ahead and bring it up. Tell you what, we'll just kind of have it laying over there to the side a little bit as we wait for them to freaking bring it up. Now, they said 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. I thought I was late. Turns out Sony's late. Not a good look. Not a good look, Sony. Okay, what the heck is going on? All right, let me take another look. Maybe Sucker Punch has their site up. But in the meantime, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Okay, hold on a second. Oh my gosh, Sony, you suck. You really do freaking suck. Because if you go to the that was my fault because I had IGN site up. So yeah, sorry, Sony. I didn't mean to trash you prematurely, but maybe I did. I don't know. Hey, Snorter Poopas, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. You guys here okay? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and actually blow this up like this because I'm not trying to see everybody else's chat, what's going on. So, yes, I'm aware of Ghost of Tsushima, which I have on my PS4.
Hello, everyone. This is Jason Connell and
So I've been
Dave
looking
Fox
forward
from
to
Sucker Punch Productions.
looking forward to hearing
Ghost
what
of
they have to
Tsushima
say
was an
about
honor
this.
to be a part of. And today, Nate and I get to share more about our
Some
next
folks
game,
saw a chick in
Ghost
it and
of YOTEI.
spurged out.
We'll be sharing how we've crafted the game around exploration while keeping Atsu's tale of vengeance front and center. We'll also talk about Ghost combat and how it's evolved. And we'll introduce for the first time some new special modes of play.
Okay, so
let's start things off first.
I'll chime in with my commentary every now and then,
the Onryo.
So I do not get claimed for this. Hey, Phil Metzger, how you doing? Hello and welcome. You sit down. You be good. You be good. You be good.
The people of Ezo believe Atsu is an Onryo, a wrathful ghost bent on revenge. And they're half right.
Okay.
Atsu doesn't care if she lives or dies, so long as she can punish the YOTEI 6, a ruthless gang who slaughtered her family.
Well, that's kind of
After
like a
16
trope.
years in the South, she's
Anyway.
returned home to put their spirits to rest.
Okay, I'm cool with the story so far.
It's warm memories of her family that propel her forward. When Atsu returns to her childhood home, with the push of a button, you can experience those cherished times. By giving you the freedom to explore Atsu's past, the wound of her loss becomes personal. It's that pain that pushes her forward. Hunting down the YOTEI 6 is a near impossible task. She'll face 1,000 blades, But the Onryo is relentless, and with each victory, the ghost story around her grows.
Oh, go for it, Phil. I'm liking the mask. Now, I will say, I will give Sucker Punch a lot more credit about being true to Japanese culture than I would say.
But it's also a game that, at its heart, is inspired by so many of our favorite wandering samurai films. So let's start off by talking about exploration at the edge of Japan.
Okay.
We all have different playstyles, so we set out to make an open world game that lets you drive your own experiences. Whether that's your curiosity to wonder, your thirst for combat, or a deep desire to stay focused on the story.
See, now, this is my thing, because I like playing RPG games. I like open world stuff.
New adventures in new areas of the game that could be
do the straight, story, or
if you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the only
perpetual side
could uncover a landscape scarred by fire with more bold samurai-like enemies to fight and abilities for Atsu to learn. Or if you ask about the kitsune, might lead you to an area filled with snow and deception, enemies that ambush you, and new ninja-like tactics to study.
Boyfriend popped up out the snow.
For each clue to keep track of all available adventures. The more you play, the more the game unfolds for you.
Mm-hmm.
As she makes progress against the YOTEI 6, her legend as the Onryo grows.
It's her.
Bounty will go up, drawing the attention of deadlier foes.
Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends. The YOTEI 6.
Show her the door.
I didn't say
there is a hefty price on Atsu's head. Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the land. Okay. This is a lucrative way to make some money to fuel her vengeance quest.
I like this. That's another, I don't want to call it a side quest. But it's goal-oriented stuff to do.
You're not on plan A, Gucci. You're here for my bounty.
The music is definitely better than Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'll say that. Oh, this is nice. Okay. I like this. Rappel up.
Hidden in the world are altars of reflection. Finding one inspires Atsu and unlocks a new ability to help her on the journey ahead.
Okay.
They are fun to find on their own, but for a quicker route, you can always buy a traveler's map from the cartographer. Ghost of YOTEI isn't going to rush you through anything. You can choose what motivates you most.
Okay, I like that.
But we think the best way to play,
because sometimes I just want to explore, and sometimes I just want to murk people
and enjoy the ride.
Depends on what I'm interested in doing that particular day. Flower streams will give Atsu a boost. Okay, it's kind of like in Mario Kart, when you hit those certain parts and you speed up, like those ramps and everything. That makes sense.
The lands around YOTEI are vast. It's not about checking it all off, it's about engaging in the content that gets you excited. Embrace that curiosity.
We'll take a bath.
Let the wind guide you on your hunt.
See, this is what I want to do.
Ezo is a dangerous place. Atsu always wields a weapon. As for which, that's up to you.
Okay.
Will you choose a katana, spear, a surigama, odachi, or dual swords?
Dual swords,
is
man.
uniquely effective against a particular enemy and has their
like that I
own
had that
set
choice.
upgrades to discover and master.
Saito banners.
Now that's cool.
Let's see how she uses these weapons in the field. Searching for leads on Lord Saito.
Let's do. I would so much like to see this. Okay. Stealth. That's one of my favorite things to use is stealth.
Free us.
Sneak up and.
Inokichi steals our crops while our family starve.
Oh damn.
Atsu's no samurai or ninja. No.
Okay, so that's like
she's a lone wolf mercenary.
Scorpion's
who'll
weapon.
use
Okay, so
every
switching
advantage,
through.
every dirty trick
from that
to win a fight.
There you go. Okay, so fight like a girl. I got it. When I say fight like a girl, that means
combat has the feel of a classic
as you're a woman,
samurai.
you cannot fight the same as a man. You have to attack differently.
Every motion counts. It's about lethal precision.
Change weapons. I like that. But not that you don't do this on other games, but
if an enemy swings hard, Atsu can lose her weapon.
Just with these different kind of weapons,
quick,
be able to just like
she can disarm
switch through all of them. Oh, nice.
You're dead.
Choose the right weapon for the job. To fight a massive enemy, her huge odachi blade is best.
Which does make sense. Some dude who outweighs you and taller than you, you're not going to get up close combat with like katanas or something like that. You're going to use something with a longer,
Looks like the one in charge.
Longer reach.
Tonight, we feast.
Damn! Okay, I like that.
Blades are great, but ranged weapons work too. And Atsu's got an arsenal.
Okay.
Bounty hunter. A ghost.
Firearms.
Thrown weapons like kunai, bombs, or even blinding powder can give Atsu an edge. When enemies switch weapons, you'll have to adapt. Dual swords are best against spears.
Okay, I like that your opponents can switch weapons too. Keeps things interesting.
No more.
Tell me what you know about Saito.
Atsu doesn't always fight alone. She'll meet several allies on her hunt,
Got a wolf.
including a mysterious wolf.
Okay, didn't Fallout 4 you had a dog?
Atsu can set up camp under the stars of Ezo. But she's not always alone.
Hey friend, share your fire with the traveling peddler?
What are you selling?
A mask said to be cursed with the unpredictable nature of its previous owner.
Camping under the stars is a great way to rest up, play your shamisen, or cook to ready for a fight ahead. It's also designed to help bring important characters and upgrades straight to you.
Ah, okay.
In fact, in place of the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima, we've opted for a more character-driven way of managing allies and vendors you meet in Ezo.
Has new okay.
Over time,
Okay.
Atsu grows to have her own wolf pack. Here, you can keep track of when a sensei might have a weapon skill for you, or when a vendor has something unique to sell.
Ooh.
Managing upgrades, resources, when to buy what, can be a burden in a big open world game. At
Mhm.
campsites, members of your wolf pack can catch up with you, offering upgrades and unique items. This helps ensure you have every opportunity to upgrade and
Now
prepare
in Stellar
for
Blade,
Atsu's
there are
vengeance
different
quest ahead.
camps you can
You don't have to
stop
leave
at
where you're
to purchase
exploring.
things, so
The
it kind
game
of
comes
seems
to
like
you.
they use that concept. Something like that concept.
While exploring Ezo, you'll discover all sorts of new armor, charms, and gear. Perfect for building up Atsu around your chosen playstyle. Are you stealth, ranged, or melee focused?
I'm stealth
Find
focused, man.
and combine the pieces that are just right for you.
But I'm willing
And
to
of
try
course,
the stuff.
Customize the look of your armor
There
and
you go.
weapons to make sure that your version of Atsu looks and fights just the way you want.
Okay, that's not gonna lie, that's dope.
The score of Ghost of YOTEI is incredibly special to us. Our amazing composer, Toma Otoa, has created a mashup of Eastern instrumentation with Western flavors, brought to life through an exciting collaboration of many talented artists.
でこうダウンビートまで
If you like what you heard, we're releasing 2 tracks featured
Wow.
in today's State of Play on your favorite streaming service immediately after the show.
Cool. So we get to hear some of the music in the game.
The digital photography community for Ghost of Tsushima is incredible. We're happy to have photo mode back in Ghost of YOTEI and look forward to seeing photos from your journey across Ezo. We want playing through Ghost of YOTEI to feel like stepping inside of your favorite classic
Japanese
samurai
dialogue.
movies. So, from the beginning of the game, we're happy to
I
offer
like
a
this.
full Japanese voice track with full lip sync that you can play with subtitles.
誰だてめえ
I like the English subtitles of Japanese language.
生きてたか
I don't know if I would want to play it with the English dub,
一
but
人残らず息の根止めたと
nice option.
また会えたな
刀鍛冶の娘
覚えておけ。アツだ。
To take the feeling of stepping into a classic samurai cinema experience one step further, we are honored to once again partner with acclaimed director Akira Kurosawa's estate for Kurosawa Mode, which emulates his classic black and white films.
Oh, nice.
For Ghosts of YOTEI, we wanted to celebrate 2 other influential directors who have had an impact on the genre as a whole.
What do we got? As a narrator that I was thinking of Kill Bill.
First, we've partnered with Takeshi
Sounds
Miike,
right, Phil,
director
yeah.
of 13 Assassins, for a mode that puts the camera closer during combat for a more intense, raw experience along with increased mud and blood splatter. And lastly, we partnered with the director of Samurai Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe.
No way!
Turn this mode on to listen to some original lo-fi tracks directed
This is
by
so
Watanabe
dope.
himself.
I have watched so much Samurai Champloo. The lo-fi music there in Samurai Champloo is oh.
There's so many
That's
ways to
dope
make
that
your
they did
Ghost of
that.
YOTEI playthrough your own. But no matter how you play, here's one way to experience Ghost of YOTEI that is sure to be special.
Okay, what we got here? Yeah, of course, yeah.
Today, you've got a glimpse into Atsu's hunt for the YOTEI 6. Forge your own path while discovering the secrets of Ezo. To survive, you'll need to master a variety of weapons, using lethal precision to overcome the odds and take revenge as the Onryo. Ghost of YOTEI comes out on October 2nd. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay, October 2nd. Okay, maybe I have my PS5 by then. I don't know, but PlayStation. Okay, so I guess that was it. State of play gameplay deep dive for Ghost of YOTEI. Granted, I do not have a PS5 right now. However, I have Ghost of Tsushima on the PS4. So just to kind of go through this a little bit. And those who were just popping in on X, because I forgot to retweet it. We just got done looking at the premiere of the State of Play from Sony for Ghost of YOTEI. I know some people had to be in their bonnet about the fact that the protagonist in the story was a woman. That aside, the storyline I think is absolutely fabulous. The gameplay I really do like. The fact that with this being an open world type of game, and I'll just kind of say, with it being open world, I can whenever I do get the game, because like Phil, I have a PC, but however, I like to keep my eyes on some of these games that are on PlayStation. The fact that you can play at your own pace, whether it's side questing like crazy, doing, the main storyline, just checking out stuff, I think is really good. I like the fact that you get to switch different weapons during combat. Not only do you get to switch different weapons, but some of your opponents get to switch different weapons at the same time. Let's see, you've got that. The first of all, the cinematic choices, whether you want to get up close with all the blood, mud, and flicking blood off the blade and all that other stuff. That, the Kurosawa mode, which is in black and white, that's going to be dope for like clipping video of you playing, because it just looks like a movie. And the last thing when it comes to the music, which first of all, for hip hop heads, it's going to be absolutely amazing. And I'm trying to get to that part here. So let's see. That's the music. That's the camera. It's like the Kurosawa cinematic Kurosawa mode, which they have there. There is where's the blood and guts mode? Nikkei mode, closer camera, more blood, mud. When I'm in the Merkinfolds, I'm going to be using that. But the one that I am planning to use the most the fact that they have got the lo-fi beats from Samurai Champloo, and I'm trying to get it to come up. That's it right there. So if you have ever watched the Samurai Champloo anime, you know the lo-fi hip hop that's throughout that whole entire show. It is so dope. So the fact that they put that in here, it's gonna sell. Matter of fact, I gotta tell the Dark Council about it. But either way, it's got the standard. You killed my family. You wiped out my family. So YOTEI, the swordsman daughter, basically, she is on a mission to find and eliminate the YOTEI 6 and take revenge for her family. It is too early and kind of intellectually dishonest to start yelling, saying this game is woke or whatever. We really won't know yet until we see the entire game. However, from the state of play, gameplay, I don't see anything like that. I see a kick-ass samurai game that I may have to acquire a PS5 to play. And even if I don't have a PS5 by the time it comes out in October, I'm going to be watching a lot of gameplay of this. And if you are playing this game with the Samurai Champloo soundtrack, I will definitely be watching you. So that is it. Game releases in October. I think they said October 2nd. Okay. October 2nd, of course, they've got the customized PS5. They're going to do that. I don't pay for that. But other than that, it looks like a solid RPG game. It looks faithful to Japanese culture. Okay. If you go back and you watch the state of play, even down to the music, it's authentic. It's not an imitation, what was that? Assassin's Creed Shadows, which I refuse to freaking play. But just like Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of YOTEI just looks like a different type of story. More options to play, along with how you wish, to play the game. Because like I said earlier, sometimes when I'm playing RPGs, sometimes I just want to take in my surroundings and just do side questing or just enjoy checking things out. Other times, I just want to pull out the blade, get down to business, and just start, whacking people left and right. Lifting, constantly upgrading my combat skills. So it's nice to have a game where you can actually do that. I like to have options. Sometimes I'm a wandering girly. Sometimes I'm a combat girly. Blood on the blade. So Bill says, so it should be good as long as they've learned from Assassin's Creed's wokeness. I think with Sucker Punch, unlike with Ubisoft, which is garbage, with Sucker Punch, their Ghost of Tsushima game was received so well that they got hate from some Asians who were not Japanese about how dare they appropriate Japanese culture. So if you go back and check out Ghost of Tsushima, it's freaking awesome. I got to play a little bit of it on my PS4. So many people love the gameplay of that. Far from woke. So with this, because they're concentrating on story, the gender just happens to be something a little different to add a twist onto it, but the story is there. So that, and I like the fact that when you camp, you can have people come to you, people, selling you stuff that you need, some intel and maybe exposition that you need as well. So I thought that was a pretty cool twist. Pretty cool stuff. So again, October 2nd, 2025, it's coming out. If your girl had a PS5, this would definitely be on my list. But as I have a PC, I'm going to put a pin in it and hope they drop a PC version, just like Shift Up dropped one for Stellar Blade. But let me know in the comments what you all think about Ghost of YOTEI now that you've seen some state of play for this particular game. Are you interested in picking it up? Are you going to wait and let the other people fall on the grenade of pre-purchasing a game and playing it when it comes out to see what happens? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Again, glad I checked this out because this game has been on my radar for quite some time. All right, folks, so that is going to do it for me. Thank you so very much for checking it out. Please do make sure you subscribe to with the Queen on YouTube. I know you're able to see this over on YouTube and on X. Too long, didn't watch. The game looks good. The state of play looks good. Lots of stuff to do in this game. Very interested in this game. And if I was playing it, man, those dual swords, that's all I'm going to say. and lots of blood, should you like to see it up close and personal. And again, if you're a hip hop head and you watch the anime Samurai Champloo with the lo-fi hip hop beats, you can play that track. And the Kurosawa mode that's in there as well. All right, folks, thanks so much for checking out Gaming with the Queen. I will see you all tomorrow morning at 10 for a Love and Deep Space stream, and tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. for some more Stellar Blade gameplay. Y'all take care.